Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mentally Interested. Studio Anderson is my other channel. Welcome back, and today we are going to learn how to say hello in Korean. 안녕하세요. Okay, that is all. Thank you for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Please stay tuned. So I want to, because you guys are smart and you probably want to know more than how to say hello. Hello is 안녕하세요. How are you? 잘 지냈어요? Thank you. 고맙습니다. Okay, the end, you know all the expressions. That doesn't really quite cut it because in Korean, you have to change the way you speak um, to in order to be understood, in order to be able to communicate with an array of people. We have some variations in the ways that we say things in order to um, convey politeness, respect, deal with different social situations, and I'm going to go into that in the sense that it deals with the word for hello. So when Koreans greet each other in an informal manner, you may have heard this before. 안녕. 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 And this is very informal, so really don't ever say this unless you're joking around with a friend or you're talking to a little child. Otherwise, never use it. People probably won't be offended or uncomfortable, but they will just be really awkward and not know how to respond. They'll probably think that, oh, he or she is a foreigner. They don't know that we don't just go around saying 안녕. It's kind of like when you meet someone or like, hey, bro, what's up? What's hailing? How's it going? And they're just saying like a bunch of different expressions in a formal situation, and it's just kind of like, don't you mean how are you? But anyway, I digress. So the most common way to say hello in Korean is 안녕 하세요. 안녕하세요. And this is considered a polite way of speaking. It is also honorific, which means you're being extra respectful to the person you're talking to, which is what you will have anytime that you use the seyo ending. 안녕 actually means peaceful, something like peaceful. So you're saying like, are you doing peacefully? It's almost a question actually. So very often you'll see a question mark. So it's kind of like, hello, how are you? Wrapped into one wonderful present. So then we have one more way to greet somebody. It is also based on the same principle, and this is we'll call it the most formal ending, the most formal speech level. Originally, Korean had like 7 speech levels. Now we use like 4, and most of the time we use what I like to call the yo form, which is this one, the polite. It always has yo at the end, like in this word, 안녕하세요. So 안녕하십니까. This is the most formal and also the honorific. So if you see this 시 in there, it is the honorific. And if you see endings such as 씁니다 or 씁니까 or 읍니다 or 읍니까, these are all the most formal ending. And this is very widely used in North Korea. Back in the day, everybody used this, or men used it a lot. Everybody used it in a lot of formal situations. In some parts of South Korea and most of North Korea still use this ending widely. But in modern South Korea, most people use the yo ending, whether they're male or female, whether they're in a very formal environment or not, or a business environment. But you will still see some people, especially men, using this 씁니다, this most formal ending, in business situations. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. I like to call this the North Korean speech ending just because it's so common in North Korea, and I can't hardly use the speech level without halfway sounding North Korean. Like I could say 안녕하십니까, but I end up saying like 안녕하십니까, 안녕하십니까. Uh, it's kind of like that song 반갑습니다, which means nice to meet you, and it's like a North Korean song. Yeah. Anyway, side story. So these are the three ways that we would say hello, but we're not done yet. Almost done, but not done yet. Keep in mind, the response is going to have the word yes, which in the informal is and we would say 안녕. It's like saying, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, how are you? Or, are you doing well? Yeah, are you doing well? 안녕. Or you're almost saying to acknowledge the other person saying, the other person's greeting, and then you greet them yourself. It could be seen either way. And the way to say yes is also different from speech level to speech level. So the most informal, which we just did, or you can say is more female sounding. A lot of girls would use it. So the word yes. The most common way to say yes, which is the polite yo ending, is the word ne. You're probably wondering, John, why does it not have yo at the end? Because this is not the end of a sentence, and it's not even a full sentence by itself. It's just the word yes. You're not going to put yo after that. So, polite, most informal, and then the most formal that goes with the 씁니다 form is 예. 예. So we have 안녕, and then we're gonna have 네, 안녕하세요. 네, 안녕하세요. So it can be really tempting to say like 안녕하세요, but that is still gonna be in there. 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. But it kind of is smushed together where you don't hear the as well. 안녕하세요. And then the most formal version. 예. 안녕하십니까. So you basically learn the same expression, same three expressions that mean the same thing twice. The response is literally the same thing, preceded by the word yes. And that is how you greet somebody. And we're going to go next time into how you say, how are you? Please watch that video. It's very interesting. It's going to be a lot deeper than you think, because the way that we communicate in Korean is not exactly the same as how we communicate in English, with the script of hello, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Yes, you're welcome. And then you start talking in Korean. They often go straight from hello into what'd you have for dinner? Where are you going? Did your niece have her baby yet? Is that bus still not running? Whatever they want to ask you. A lot of times you go right into it, but there is a way to ask how someone is doing, and if someone's doing well, and that is also useful in some scenarios, just not quite in the same way that we use it in English. Okay, so that's going to be it for today, guys. Now you know how to greet people in Korean. Thank you.